What's up guys? Today we are down at Vigo Canine and these guys are known for their amazing Bandogs. They have a great breeding program and they produce really good working line Bandogs. Now we've had multiple requests for this breed and today we're going all out. We've got 6 Bandogs lined up and we're going to find out if these dogs really live up to the hype.
Watch it. Watch it. Good girl. Yeah.
114.
So you might be asking yourself, what exactly is a Bandog? Well, the answer isn't as simple as pointing to one kennel club breed. The Bandog is more of a type, a legendary working dog with roots that go back hundreds of years. The name itself comes from medieval England. Back then, a Bandog, literally meaning bound dog, wasn't a breed at all. It was a title given to the toughest, most reliable guard dogs. They were kept chained during the day and then unleashed at night to protect the property. Livestock, and sometimes even entire villages. These weren't pampered pets, they were living, breathing security systems. Fierce, fearless, and completely devoted to their job. Some records of the Bandog go back to the 13th and 14th centuries, and even writers from the 1500s described the Bandog as a huge, stubborn, and powerful animal. And they were feared for good reason. During the Roman occupation of Britain, dogs of this type were even taken back to Rome and thrown into the arena, facing wild animals and gladiators for sport. Now the old Bandogs weren't just one bloodline. They were functional crosses, Mastiff-type dogs for size and strength, often mixed with hounds or bulldog types for tenacity and drive. If a farmer or landowner wanted the ultimate protector, they didn't really care about pedigree papers, they were bred for performance. But as time went on, the old style Bandog started to fade away. Fast forward to the 1960s, and a man named Dr. John B. Swinford, who was an American veterinarian, decided to bring the Bandog back. He wanted the ultimate guard dog, the size and power of a Mastiff, but combined with the athleticism and gameness of the American Pit Bull Terrier. His dogs became known as Swinford Bandogs, and they were famous for their protective instincts, intelligence, and absolute loyalty to their owners. After Swinford's death in the early 70s, other breeders carried the torch, creating their own lines, often called the American Bandog Mastiff. Now these dogs vary from breeder to breeder, but the goal remains the same: strength, stability, and a balanced temperament. Today Bandog is still a force to be reckoned with, often weighing well over 100 pounds and packed with muscle, boasting one of the strongest bite forces in the canine world, or so they say. Yet despite their power, the best Bandogs are also calm, obedient, and deeply loyal to their families. They're proof that when history, purpose, and selective breeding come together, you get something truly special. So that's the story of the Bandog, from medieval chain dogs to modern day guardians. Now let's see how these dogs perform on the sleeve. What's that? Same. So to start things off, we've got Karma coming in with 61 kilograms or 134 pounds of bite pressure. Now, we are going to be doing in this episode a leaderboard for the Bandogs, and then at the end we're going to show the top 10 leaderboard, so all the dogs that we've ever had on the channel, number 1 to number 10. Karma is a little bit on the smaller size of the Bandog scale, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Some people prefer the more athletic, smaller dogs. You know, they have more stamina, they can work for longer, more agility. Depends what you prefer. But that's a great effort from Karma. Next up, we've got Capone.
120.
Right, gas him up, Lauren. Choke him off.
So Capone comes in with 120 kilograms or 264 pounds of bite force. Now that is a very impressive score from Capone. He's obviously a very large, powerful dog. He's got that big wide head. He's very tall and very nice looking dog. But you can also tell that he's a very active dog. He's got the power, but he also looks like he's got a lot of stamina, a lot of endurance, and does a lot of physical activity, probably a lot of training. Capone also has a very lovely coloured coat. I've not seen that colour much with any of the other breeds we've used, but that is a very nice colour coat. It must be something to do with the mix that is used to breed those dogs. A few of the first bite and the last bite, Capone kept going for the sides of the sleeve where it's a little bit softer. Some dogs tend to do that. It's harder in the middle, obviously, where the pressure sensor is. So some dogs will often go for the edge of the sleeve, but when he did get into the middle, boom, straight in, 120 kilograms, very impressive score. Next up, we've got Cersei, another female Bandog, so let's see if she can beat that score.
One, two, seven.
Leave. Ah, leave. Leave.
One, three, six.
So Cersei comes in with 136 kilograms or 299 pounds of bite pressure, just shy of 300 pounds. Now that is very, very impressive. And again, it just shows us that it's not always about the size of the dog when it comes to bite force. You know, I like seeing the underdogs win sometimes, you know. It's got a lot to do with the drive of the dog, the intent of the dog. There's so many factors that can come into play. It's not all just about how big the dog is. But Cersei, that is really impressive. You know, it's turning into a bit of a male versus female competition now. Up next, we've got Rolo, who is a big male bandog. So let's see if he can beat Cersei's score.
Two and a one. $96.
So Rolo does not manage to beat Cersei. He comes in with 96 kilograms or 211 pounds of bite force, which is still very impressive. I think some people take for granted just how much that is. So the only time I've taken a bite on the suit was from a Belgian Malinois called Taz. Now he scored, I think, something around 75 or 80 kilograms on my bite sleeve, and I took a bite from him on the forearm through the suit, and that was very, very painful. So don't think that these dogs aren't scoring high or these bites aren't powerful. They definitely are. I can't even imagine what 96 kilograms would feel like or 136 kilograms would feel like, even through the suit. Next up, we've got Kong, who is a very big male bandog. So let's see if he can knock Cersei off the top spot.
Watch him.
So Kong just managing to creep in at the end there with a huge score of 142 kilograms or 313 pounds of bite pressure. That's really, really impressive. He has finally managed to beat Cersei. He's got one up on the girls. Again, Kong has got that really nice colour coat that we saw with Capone. I really like that dog. I think hopefully we can get him on the channel again, because I think Kong has got even more in him, maybe 150 or maybe even 160 kilograms if he really pushes himself. I think Kong as well is more of the traditional style of bandog, just the way he looks. When I think of a bandog, you know, you kind of think of a dog that looks like Kong. So yeah, but great score from Kong, really good effort. Next up, we've got Clyde, so let's see what he can do.
Out!
103, I think. Oh, 104.
Out! Out!
134. Whenever you're ready, Paul.
Out! 134.
134.
So Clyde comes in with 134 kilograms and 295 pounds of bite force to finish off the episode. We've got Kong in first place, Cersei in second, Clyde in third, Capone, Rolo and Karma. If we look at the power to weight leaderboard, Cersei is actually still in the top spot. So, you know, the females did end up getting that victory after all. If we take a look at the top 10 leaderboard, none of the dogs from today's episode actually managed to make it on there. 10th place, we've still got Betty there with 157 kilograms, you know. These scores are outrageously high. You know, we've tested a lot of dogs and these are our top 10 champions. So if anyone could even get anywhere near the 2 Bronsons at the top, I will be very impressed. But we're still searching for those dogs. There will be dogs out there that can bite harder. We just need to find them. I just want to say a big thank you to Vigo Canine for having us down. It was an amazing day. Met some really good people, some amazing dogs, really impressed me. All of the dogs from Vigo Canine impressed me. Hopefully we can get another day down at Vigo Canine, give the dogs a second chance. But yeah, thanks for having me down. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.